Hello, I'm Gedo and this is my review of Mære, the new album by Harakiri for the Sky. Austrian post-black metal or black gaze band. This is their fifth full-length album following their last release Arson in 2018, which by the way is an amazing record, go check that out. But enough with the old stuff, let's get to the new album. New album is a behemoth album as usual by now, 10 songs with majority of them hovering about 8 to 10 minutes, but with such huge songs, what does this album all have to offer? Pretty much each song has its own flavor, its own thing that wasn't present in the previous song. Whether that's the more major sounding song like Us Against December Skies that at the same time sounds sad but it gives a sense of hope, or a song like I'm All About the Dusk, focusing more on chord progressions and different rhythms of those chord progressions and abandoning the blast beats, or maybe you like more folk-like melodies that are present in Once Upon a Winter, or maybe you're just more into melodeath, then And Oceans Between Us is your song, man. My favorite tracks from the album are Sing for the Damage We've Done. It's just a catchy song with lots of memorable moments that include vocal lines, melodies, different chord progressions, and it even has Nige from Alcest featured. Another one is Time is a Ghost. It's a bit more slower song compared to some of the others, especially in the first half, and I love this seamless mix of blast beats in the middle of the song, and it's just a very satisfying song to listen to, especially considering that it's near the end of the album. Another song is And Oceans Between Us, fantastic track, kind of reminds me of Fire Walk With Me from Arson, especially because of that opening melody. Us Against the Severed Skies, another great song, again a slower song, and I think I'm starting to spot my own pattern here, but just the melodies, man, they swallow you whole, man, and the song just doesn't seem as dark to me as some of the others, much more post-metal, and I think it's a nice contrast to the previous songs before this one. Another amazing song, yes, Three Empty Words. They throw in a little D-beat along with the barrage of blast beats, also has some interesting clean sections which I actually wish were more present on the album. Now let's talk a little bit about the lyrics. I want to bring up something regarding the lyrics. I can really dig the lyrical content. At times it can sound very poetic, but the problem I have with it is the swearing. It just kinda cheapens the poetically written lyrics by adding occasional fucks in there. That's been my problem with the lyrics in the past albums as well. At least in this album there isn't that much fucks. In real life I don't care about swearing, I do it all the time, but in songs it seems like a cheap way out to me. Now the production. Fucking godlike production, flawless in my opinion. Big open sound and you can hear every single detail. Guitars remain clarity despite the distortion. You can hear the second guitar while melodies are happening on top. A lot of the times the melodies can bury the second guitar, but not in this, man. The drum sounds fucking massive, especially on the snare, and the drums really help to create that wall of sound, and vocals sit nicely in the mix and are very auditable. I'm really enjoying almost every second of the album. The band has this way of making you engaged, to where no single section drags out or is too short. I feel like the timings of different change jumps, like slightly altering the drum pattern or moving to a new melody or a chord progression, it's always on time. All the songs have wonderful guitar work, especially in the melody department. Each song seems to have a handful of incredible melodies. I wish the album had a song like Manifesto from the previous album that featured some clean vocals, because that dynamic from their last album is one of the highlights for me. But there is something else I really wish they removed from the album, or at least moved it somewhere else in the album, and that's the opening track and the last track. I Pallbearer just doesn't work for me as an opening track, and I think that if they opened the album with Sing for the Damage We've Done, would have worked better. It'll be in the similar lines as Fire Walk With Me type of thing. While the last song, Song to Say Goodbye, is a cover, and the second to last song, Time is a Ghost, seems like a perfect closing track and has a very satisfying feel, and the lyrics as well seem like a perfect fit. So that's kind of a wasted opportunity in my opinion. The album, overall the album is a 4.5 out of 5 for me. The album really encapsulates the melancholic vibe. It's sehr good. And yeah, that's been my review. Let me know what you think about the album, and yeah, I'll see you next time. See ya.